Hey my ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome to the Hermit's Cave. Okay, so firstly, you will have just seen that there is a new channel intro, which I love. I hope you do too. It's a much shorter version rather than sitting through the 20 something seconds that was up previously, although I was very fond of the previous kind of introductory, it's not credits as such, is it, but you know, the little introduction at the beginning of videos that are pre-recorded. I want to say a huge thank you to Joe from the channel Joe the Tarot Guy, because he created this for me, and if you are interested yourself in getting an animation or some sort of like little intro video clip for your videos, then do contact Joe the Tarot Guy. He's here on YouTube. Send him a message or leave a message, and I'm sure he will make one for you. He does charge, but his prices are very, very reasonable. I won't say what I paid because, you know, I'm not sure. It all depends on what you want and length and all that sort of thing. But thank you, Joe, for doing this for me. And I really loved it because obviously I wanted to kind of express that we live in a modern time. So that's representative of the light bulb. But obviously, you know, the channel is about knowledge and inner wisdom and things like that. So that illumination, and then the smashing away when I pick up a tarot deck, whatever tarot deck it is, you know, it's going deep. It's going back into tradition. It's going back into history. So that light bulb becoming a lantern, which is of course the Hermit's lamp, which also, when you think about the Hermit's lamp, it's about illuminating within as well, and tapping into that reservoir of inner knowledge and wisdom that we have. So I wanted something that encapsulated all that in 10 seconds. So anyway, I hope you like it. So I'm just coming on today because, as I said, I've got home and I've received this package that luckily fit through the letterbox, and it is, all I've done is taken the sellotape off, and it's the jumbo edition of the CS Tarot, which I'm so happy to have, because, as I always mention, my giant hands, okay, I keep mentioning it, but this is perfect. It's perfect for me. I can shuffle it easily. When I saw jumbo edition, I thought my concerns were that it might be the size of the giant that comes in the US games, which I've also got, or the Tarot of AE weight. And last night I watched the lovely Elaine Murphy, and I'll link her video below because she did a very detailed walkthrough of the CS Tarot, her jumbo version, because I believe that was her first CS Tarot deck. This isn't mine, and there are other CS Tarot walkthroughs that I've done previously. But she mentioned, she did a size comparison, and as you can see, they are smaller and also narrower as well. So I didn't want this size because these are great for teaching or if I'm doing a video. So when I did the collaboration on Saturday night on Jen's Balance Tarot, and I held up the card for 2020, my card for 2020, which was the Justice card, I will hold up one of these cards because they're easier to see the detail in. So they're great for showing classes, study and things like that, but to work practically, it's not that great. So when Elaine did that comparison, I did a little air punch and I was like, yes, because this size will be perfect for me, and this will be my working deck, RWS working deck. So I'm really excited to get it. So let's just take the cellophane off. I am still waiting on, well, I say waiting, I've only just ordered it this week, another CS Tarot, because if you remember, this was the original one that I got, which I got the tin for. I edged it. It's got a couple of art cards in there because I didn't know where to put them yet. It's the one that's got my Hermit's Cave. Oh, and just to say, because I didn't realise when I did the walkthrough of the black Cracklebacks, that when Conrad paid that wonderful tribute to me, that this Roman numeral with the X with the wand going across the top is 10,000, and it was in honour of coming up to 10,000 subs. And then he did one in Pixie's handwriting that said Simon as well. So there for there. But this is the original one that he sent Becca and I over a year ago, and I edged it in caramel, which I think is perfect for these backs. Just perfect. So I will purchase another caramel Winsor & Newton and edge these as well so that they match. So that was the original one that I got. Let's turn on that way, which I love. And then I bought this version, which is the black Cracklebacks. And by the second edition, the PCS, Pamela's signature, has been removed, so they're fully reversible. And this I've been using, I mean, just look how amazing these cards are. This I've been using every day, and the gilding is really holding up. These normally come with silver gilding if you're to buy them. It was a special edition that Conrad did for me, which I'm very, very grateful for. And this is one of the Wolfbound Creation bags that I keep in it, and I've kept this one spare for this, and I'm hoping that they will fit, because Shane's bags are very generous and they fit perfect. Oh, and these bags are so beautiful. The lovely thick lining and just really stunning. So I have my bag for it. So yeah, these are just a great size. I was going to shuffle, but then they wouldn't be in order. And I'm not going to go into detail because I said you can have a look at Elaine's video, which I've tagged below. And I've done 2 other walkthroughs now of the CS Tarot. Let me zoom in. And as I say, there's one more coming. So I've ordered the standard size with the burnt orange backs, just to complete the set really. And I know there are other variations. There's a naked one which has been trimmed down, little mini one. There's all sorts. Do check out Make Playing Cards, link below again to Conrad's decks. And yeah, the texture, when you compare, let's see which one's going to be in order. Probably going to be, unless I've shuffled them, because I've got these 2 that are the large size. Might be, yeah, this one pretty much will be. And I'm not going to compare them all because I said Elaine's done that, but just look at the difference with the colours. Having this texture in the background compared to these bright yellows. And I don't know why a lot of the modern versions have these, because, you know, if you look back at the old Pames that are out there, if we look at something like the study deck that you can get also off Make Playing Cards, the RWS study deck, this is a direct copy from the Pam A. So this is as close in a modern version that you're going to get with the original. And you can see the colours aren't that bright, garish yellows. They are muted. So I don't know why a lot of these modern decks now are really saturating the colours. Here's our full look. So this is available on Make Playing Cards too, and it's the study deck. So love that version. Love this version even more because of the tones. And if you look, I mean, you can almost see like little branches and things, but it's, and Elaine said in her video, it almost makes them like 3D. Cardstock is wonderful. I do like Make Playing Cards cardstock. I'll just quickly go through these just so you can see they're so crisp. The clarity is wonderful. Oh look, so beautiful. Look at those colours. I think I'm becoming a little bit obsessed with this deck. Mentioned so many times the colours here, you know, like labradorite crystal. It almost shimmers, and I'm so fortunate to have those extra cards with the Hermit's Cave and Simon. I suppose the only thing about having larger cards is when doing large spreads. I mean, I could probably get a 9 card spread here, but just to compare as well, a standard RWS there, and then if we take the giant there, you get to see the 3 sizes. This is perfect for me, as I said, with my hands, and also for seeing all the details. So yeah, I'll just show you these, perhaps have some nice music. Look at the colours. I mean, rather than just a black background, just look at that. Beautiful crackle here. Gorgeous moon card. Love the world. I think that is so beautiful. Just so beautiful. Some is more subtle than others. Like here. These feel so luxurious. And the details are sharp. I mean, this card, if you see this card in the what I call the bog standard one, the Rider-Waite it's called, the original Rider-Waite that you can buy, you know, from W.H. Smith's and bookshops. This is such a blotchy mess. It's really off-putting, but the way Conrad has cleaned up and worked with these images, that is so atmospheric with the shadow effect around the outside. One of my favourite backgrounds in this deck. I mean, it looks 3D. It looks like you could move your fingers across this and you could feel the ridges. It is so beautiful. It's gorgeous. This is very much like the Hermit's background, that labradorite kind of effect. Same with the King. Just beautiful. different tones here. This, you know, this gives this feeling of the desert. You've got your pyramids, but you know how the sand rises up in the desert into the sky? You've almost got that effect here before the sky is too high where it becomes pure again. Really beautiful. Same here. I think this is wonderful as well. One of my favourite cards. And then we have the art cards. I love this image, and to get it now, I've used the other one as a bookmark in my Pious Pixie book, but to get it now in a larger format as well, I mean, it's stunning. So we've got this one, and I love these kind of nature landscapes, just really beautiful. And this one, which is one of my favorite art pieces by Pixie, just lovely. Kind of reminds me like Lord of the Rings or something. Not that I've watched it, but but yeah, gorgeous art pieces. So I just wanted to come on and show you. I need to get over to Hobbycraft at some point to get a caramel pen so I can edge this deck, but this is going to be my working deck. You can shuffle that way, or if your hands are really big, you can shuffle that way too. So mine are, thankfully. So for me, this is a perfect size. All right, everyone, thank you for watching. If I'm not back before, I'll be here tomorrow night for Throwback Thursday. I'm also being interviewed on Friday over at Amethyst Ascensions channel, and there'll be a regular cuppa catch up in cards on Saturday at 4 p.m. So hope you're all having a great week. It's hump day, we're heading towards the weekend, and yeah, look after yourselves, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.